issue of landlord and tenant, it's a vexatious issue. But one thing must be pointed out that there are rules. There is a law that governs tenant landlord relationship. Um, Landlords are expected, should they desire to use the premises currently being occupied by tenants, they are expected to issue notices to the tenant. And the law provides the nature of the notice to be given. If you are a yearly tenant, 6 months notice must be given to you. And if you are a monthly tenant, a month's notice ought to be given to you. And there is a general misconception that once you are given a notice to quit, you don't pay rent again. That's a misconception and it is erroneous. If you are given a quick notice, you ought to still pay your rent until you give up possession. Sometimes we have had situations where landlords take the law into their hands by cutting off the light, cutting off the water supply to the premises of the affected tenant, all in a bid to pushing unquote the tenant out of the house, inconveniencing the tenant such that the tenant will have no option but to leave. There's a worse aspect of it where the roof the roof housing the tenant can be removed by the landlord. Such situations are extrajudicial, and the law frowns at self-help. And if a tenant is so victimized by a landlord, he or she has the right to approach the court of law. The court of law will avail. If a landlord removes the roof of a tenant and suddenly the rain fell and his properties are damaged, one, it's a criminal act, malicious damage to property, and then two, it's a the civil aspect of the offense will also come. So the tenant in such situations could come under the criminal section and also the civil section. But let me say to tenants generally that once you are given a notice to quit, um, like I said, if it's a yearly tenant, you are given 6 months. If it's a monthly tenant, you are given 1 month notice. At the expiration of such notice, um, the landlord is still expected to give you a 7 days notice of the owner's intention to recover possession of the property. It is at the expiration of the 7 days notice that the landlord will now approach the court. And if it is a commercial apartment, he approaches the magistrate court. If it is a residential apartment, he approaches the customary court, which has jurisdiction over such matters. The truth must be stated that for tenants, when you get a quick notice, sometimes when the lawyer serves a quick notice on a tenant on behalf of the landlord, most tenants would not want to collect such. But I want to say that if you are given a quick notice, collect the quick notice and give the quick notice to your lawyer. Approach any lawyer and give it. Let him read and respond to it. If you don't take the notice and there is evidence that you were giving, sometimes people are smart these days. They are giving you a quick notice and you are refusing. Somebody is recording you, and at the end of the day, he throws it at you, and they record you. You are the one that refused, and the law will not close its eye generally like that. So, my position is that as much as possible, landlord and tenants should live peaceably. Tenants, when giving notice to quit, give it to your lawyer. If it is possible that the notice to quit is defective, if you are a yearly tenant and you are giving 3 months notice to quit, then the lawyer can write, or the lawyer knows what to do. He may keep quiet and wait until the matter gets to court, and preliminary objection may knock it off.